Welcome to Education Matters, presented by the Public School Forum of North Carolina. I'm Keith Poston. Today on the show, we're going to talk with University of North Carolina President Margaret Spellings. President Spellings took over the helm of the state's university system just over a year ago, following the controversial exit of her predecessor and in the midst of several political storms swirling nationally and in North Carolina. We're going to talk to her about her first year and some of the top issues she's been tackling since she arrived. Before we tackle our main topic, we open with our headlines, a quick scan of education headlines across North Carolina and the U.S. 2 weeks ago, our nation watched as hundreds of white supremacists and neo-Nazis descended on Charlottesville, Virginia, and the campus of the University of Virginia, culminating in a horrific attack by one of the white supremacists driving his car into a crowd of protesters, killing 32-year-old Heather Heyer and seriously injuring several others. Here in North Carolina, following that, at least 3 North Carolina school systems, Durham Public Schools, Orange County Schools, and Chapel Hill Carrboro City Schools, moved to add Confederate flags and Nazi swastikas to the list of images specifically banned by district dress codes. At the same time, educators across the country started making plans on how best to engage students arriving for a new school year about the hate and violence they're seeing. At the university level, some colleges moved quickly to remove Confederate monuments from their campuses that had been sources of controversy for years, but had taken on a new sense of urgency post-Charlottesville, where the possible removal of a statue of Robert E. Lee was a flashpoint for the white supremacists. Now, here in North Carolina, Duke University removed a statue of Robert E. Lee from the entrance to Duke Chapel, and the mayor of Chapel Hill asked UNC Chapel Hill to remove a Confederate statue from the campus grounds. And at the top of the show, we have a special guest with us today. Margaret Spellings is the 18th president of the University of North Carolina. She came to UNC last March from the George W. Bush Presidential Center in Dallas, where she served as its president. Before that, she worked in the Bush administration holding various roles, notably serving as our U.S. Secretary of Education from 2005 to 2009. President Margaret Spellings, welcome to Education Matters.
Thanks, Keith. I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here too. Well, I want to go ahead and ask you, I mentioned in our headlines, obviously you, like the rest of the country, watched all the horrific events in Charlottesville. And you know the University of Virginia, actually there's a lot of similarities, frankly, between UVA and Carolina and Chapel Hill, including a prominent Confederate statue right in the middle of the Chapel Hill campus, which I think is the only Confederate statue on any UNC campus. Is it time for UNC Silent Sam to go?
I'm proud this week that we had a peaceful protest about Silent Sam, and that our prime mission and most important calling as university leaders is to keep our students on our campuses safe and healthy and wholesome educational environments while protecting the free speech rights of all of us. And so that's where we are. As I'm sure you're aware, there's a 2015 law that's been passed that does not give the university the power to remove those monuments and memorials. That's in the hands of the State Historical Commission, and so and our state legislature. Right. So our job, mission one, is to make sure that we have a safe learning environment for our students.
As the UNC president, are you involved in discussions with Chancellor Folt or other stakeholders talking to students? I mean, it does seem like if discussion and dialogue is going to happen anywhere, it's going to be on a college campus,
sure,
right?
And that's what happened this week, and I'm sure will happen again. Right. The law is very specific about who has the authority to take action and to decide where those monuments belong. As you said in the opening, we are unique in that this is a monument that is in the heart of our state's flagship university. Right. And so it does pose additional costs and challenges and potential safety threats to our students, faculty, and staff.